Hello, VOD Watcher. Today I'm playing Minecraft. I was planning on playing Cyberpunk, but then I realized I didn't get it ready to mod it. So we're playing Minecraft instead. I'm gonna put on some music while I chill. And then shortly after that, I will explain my goals. But for now, I put on some music.
Born from stars, yeah, I light the void. Planetoid heart I can't avoid. Every world I hit, I break, but every crash a chance to cosmic dust in shattered skies. Fell through worlds with open eyes. Tied and soul in a bug-shaped frame. Still the beast, still the flame. She found me burning down, I came. Whispered power, spoke my name. Said welcome home, you're mine to use. But I break chains, I never lose. Pixels flash, my fate rewinds. Every fall just redefines. No reset left, but I don't freeze. Crash, I burn, I seize the cage. Game on, I fell from space. Still I rise, still I face every boss, every world gone wrong. My thunder rolls, my will is strong. Game on, no God's control. Heart of stars, unbroken soul. Earth may shake, but I play on. The cosmic pug roars. Game She tried to mold me, twist my code, but I rewrote that dark side mode. Turned her lies to level ups, now I bite back, no giving up. Each crash carves scars through time, but every scar makes
It's Tapag!
Hi, Patrick. How you doing? By the way, tacos. Okay, that's the show done. Yeah, I'm just getting him up.
game on. I fell from space, still I rise, still I chase. Every crash just feeds the flame. A burning bug, remember the
Wait, pardon me on that? What, Grandpug? Grandpadre? Oh, right. Right. The car thing. Oh, that's indecent. I'm trying to remember how I got Minecraft to reveal itself before. Hmm. Ah, sorry about this. I forgot that this game is temperamental for reasons that make no sense. Mode auto. Hmm. Yay, it worked! Pug with a wrench is not attack. You know, that is an idea, Crow. That is an idea. We will put that on the to-do list. Oh, by the way, for anyone who might not have seen, apparently Discord has decided to be a butt. And, a lot of people are talking about leaving Discord. I've already started... Well, I shouldn't even say that, because that feels like... it feels like a blatant lie. No, I've done nothing with it. I've set up a stoat. But honestly, I'm not happy with how that's working out. But, there you go. Although we do have other characters. If we can set Nebula Dogstar up with the wrench, because that'd be funny. Oh, commands, difficulty, normal, sure. Yeah, no, Discord wants picture ID. Which, people do not like. Alright, I think that's enough setting up. Yeah, I don't trust them for that. So, I will not be giving my ID to Discord. If it makes it so Discord is, doesn't want to work right, then I guess I'll just leave Discord. Like, I don't know what else to say. But for now, Discord is still serving my purposes. Alright, so plan is to generally play this in the survival mode. But when it comes to doing big builds... Game... Mode... Survival. Thank you! A specific id for this, and it's the McLovin id. That's interesting. Ooh, mangrove logs. Alright, I want my bonus chest. Because I plan to mostly do this fairly. However, if I'm gonna spend a lot of time, and some problem I always have is I spend so much time building like a huge. Oh my goodness, this is actually kind of scenic right here. They got a fountain on top of the cliff that overlooks everything. This almost looks like you could do a sacred scene right here. But I want to do a castle. So I guess a basic idea is I want to do a castle build over time as I, get ideas for it. I'll set up some auto farms when I think I've earned it. Okay, kind of a problem. I'm not liking how the landscape is. Because it's more river than I want. But this seed is actually rather nice. But it's just not fitting the overall aesthetic I want. I might try another one. So this is, as I've played Minecraft before, this is purely as a kind of a fill-in space. Like, Minecraft is easy to load up last second. Easy to play. I don't have to dedicate anything to it because I'm not promising a full series. Triple village. Ah, you're killing me here. You're killing me with this. What am I supposed to do? This place looks great, but it's like it goes completely against my previous intention. 3 villages. Tiger detected. Ah. I guess the smart thing to do would be maybe just consider, just plopping a castle here. Since I'm in creative mode, I can do whatever I need to restructure this place as I need to. I mean, if I get rid of the mountain, right? Hear me out. If I get rid of this mountain, I could plop the castle right between 3 villages. And since I'm also willing to use create... Ah! Hey, Annie! No claw. No claw, baby. That's so mean. It's random. This was random. I literally, live on stream, generated this randomly. Castle on the mountain. No, but here's the thing. I don't have to, like, do the fuss and muss of, like, trying to work with a mountain. I can just get rid of the mountain. Also, the problem with a castle, of doing a castle built on a mountain, is that I will be strictly limited to the mountain's space. Which is kind of why I wanted a more open field. If I build a castle, and I'm, working within the limits of, like, what's generated before me, I then have to work within the rivers, or work within the space of the mountain, and it's just like, nah. It's kind of, I mean, it's okay, there's technically not a wrong way, per se, to do a build. But I feel like a lot of people just get locked in the idea that they have to work with their environment. Because, like, it's Minecraft, you can just make your environment work for you. You can build up and outward. Oh, the whole no right or wrong, it's personal preference. I mean, there's wrong ways to build your house. Like, if you make your walls out of TNT and then use pressure plate doors, that's probably a wrong way to build your house. It's assuming you wanted to live in it. If you just wanted to blow something up that was house-shaped, yeah, I guess that would work, but... I don't like it. I don't like it when people say there's no no wrong answers or no stupid questions. It's like, buddy, have you seen? I gotta. I'm sorry, Crow. Like, Automod knows what that stands for. How you doing? How you doing, Faye? It knows what Lamau stands for. I feel like I need... Oh wait, did I mute the music in this game? Yes. Hmm. Well, this is kind of awkwardly quiet. Would anyone in chat mind volunteering to DJ if you're in the server? Some copyright instrumental music, preferably. Hmm. I don't know. I kind of like this thing where it is. Weirdly, I don't know. But the mountain has to go. You know, it'll be funny. I got creative mode. I've got no reason to not be hasty with this, as it were. Boom. That seemed a little louder. Oops. There's no reason not to get hasty. I have the powers of a god. So cleaned up a bunch of old oh! That feels louder than it should. I don't know if that was bad for chat, but that was bad for me. Yeah. Redstone torches are kind of funny in the way that if you put them right on the block, you just work. Is this faster? I don't know. Is it funnier? Certainly. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, in the news, I've seen it coming out more often. We are apparently like on the verge of just like absolutely table slamming cancer as a whole, and that is amazing to me because not so fun thing. I don't know why I was about to say that was a fun thing. I have personal beef with cancer. I hate it. I would punch it and its family in the nose if it. So hearing that we're finding cures to this, genuinely makes me happy. Stone Age. Oh, because I just picked up all that cobblestone, that's right. You know, as this goes on, I think it's definitely would be worthwhile if I had chat input. And we might name some things. Cancer can be thrown out a window for all I care. I hate it, indeed. I hate it. I hate it in a personal way. I hate it in a way that's almost unhealthy. But anyways, as I was saying, like if I were to just, you know, get chat input on like what we want to name the towns as I develop this, I think that'd be cool. You know, let's go overboard. Let's go overboard. I can patch anything up. As long as I don't accidentally send TNT to a village. Which is not likely, because I didn't make it. This is not a cannon. Lost friends, I've lost family, and I've even lost pets, cancer. There's just something really dark about learning that your sweet dog has a ruptured tumor. And there's absolutely no way that you're gonna get treatment. TNT, I'm about to explode. That should be funny. I know it's silly, but there is something satisfying, deeply satisfying about playing Minecraft and just blowing things up. I think it's one of those things like, you would never do this to actually hurt someone or the environment in real life, but the lack of consequences just makes this fantastic. You know what I mean? I just got a funny idea. Hello, Mr. Creeper. How are you doing today? Remember, hey, don't run away from this. Don't run away from this. Remember all those houses you've blown up over the years, Creeper? Time for a little karma. Don't worry, I got plenty of TNT for all of you. You know, it's occurring to me, I've kind of put a bit of a sense of melancholy in there. You know, this is supposed to be fun. And I kind of made it sad. Well, let's watch this parade. You know, these poor villagers had to be, like, imagining, like, some sort of god figure is just having a tantrum. I mean, essentially that's what I am in creative mode, right? I can pretty much create, like... Ew, I don't remember spiders sounding that gross. Like, I'm essentially just, like, some sort of godly figure able to create anything. And if I was smart enough, I could be anywhere at once. You know what I should do? I should ask Chaos how to do add-ons. Or if that even works in this kind of situation. And I know this is a single-player bit I'm doing here, but I still think it'd be funny. And also very practical to have some, what do you call it? Life improvement kind of things going on. You know, I'm feeling stupid. What is it called? Quality of life mods? Is that the term I'm looking for? I'm going overboard. But it's funny, so I will not stop. So in the spirit of trying to be mostly fair about how I play this, it's like, the creative mode is basically just for the sake of doing the build without taking eternity. But should I let myself cheat in things like the cherry wood? Because I feel like if I don't find it myself, I shouldn't be spawning it in. Now, using the creative mode so I don't have to, like, wait for it to grow and then awkwardly trying to climb back up and down a building to place such things. You know, it's two different things. It's like, I'm cheating to not let building take forever. So I feel like spawning in wood like that would just break the spirit of it. It has to be a tree that I'm already cultivating myself. I'm also just not allowed to spawn in coal and such. Like resources for crafting? Nah. Furnace? Nope. Can't do it. Villagers? Yes, because villagers die so easy. And then the village is empty. And then what do you do with it? Okay, I think it's enough. I guess we missed some. Does anyone know commands? 'Cause I will straight up use a command block to do this, but I'm not good at doing the commands. You know what? I will clear that other spot. Tidy up these floating blocks. You know what? Hold on a sec. Let me check. I asked if people wanted to post anything in the Discord. No. Okay, fair enough. Do-do-do. You know, I know the commands can get pretty crazy and you can use them to literally create new mobs. By just some oddly specific command. I've seen one where, like, someone created a snake. I thought that was pretty cool. Ah, man. I left this floating thing here. So how's chat doing, by the way? Should I adjust the volume? Oh. Oh, the music's a little loud. Is music too loud for you, chat? Let me know. I will turn it down again. Or if it's just right, I'll leave it. Just so you guys can have a little background sound. As I yammer. And I yammer. And I yammer on. Hi, puppy! Hello, honey puppy. Hello. Oh. Oh. Hey, what did I say about using claws? Oh my goodness, I just remembered something. I just remembered. I wanted to upload a new picture of Honey earlier, but I forgot. And anyone who's in my Discord, I'm putting up a new picture of Honey. Oh. Oh. Honey said no. Honey said she needs my attention first. Is it because I smell like tacos? Yeah, you already right in my face. You're just... You took a good whiff of my shirt with the taco stains on it. Oh, my precious baby. Oh. Oh, nose jabs. Honey. No, don't hit me in the neck with your nosy. Okay, there. I was able to post Honey's picture. Oh, jeez, honey, don't fall off. Oh, okay. Are you happy? Are you happy? Mm-hmm. Nope. You nearly knocked my headset off, and now you're satisfied. Don't you just gotta love your children? Uh-huh. Girl, I know you like pictures of Honey. Oh right, I forgot to add people who have the Honey tag. I can't that quick. Give me just a minute, and I'll have that taken care of. That's kind of funny. I'm still standing, feel like a smelly fool. Oh, more TNT. More TNT. More TNT. More TNT. You know, if this had just spawned without a mountain, this actually just would have been a perfect starting location. My face feels sticky. It is almost as if someone actively drooled on me.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour.
Just realized I forgot to open Marigold's TTS, but no one redeemed it, so nothing's gonna. How you doing, Patrick? How you doing? I understand you were supposed to be hanging out with the guys or something. Yeah. Random question. Random questions in my mind. Anyone in chat a Digimon fan? Because I've got follow-up questions, and someone asked to, at least one person has to answer yes before I continue. You don't need to be a big fan or knowledgeable about it. You know, at least in some capacity. Maybe you haven't watched since the original show. You know, I'll take what I can get on the subject. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you know, thought about Digimon. A lot of people like to mistake Digimon for Pokemon ripoff, but no. Digimon is based on Tamagotchi, which is an entirely different thing. In fact, I think there's literally a Tamagotchi Digimon. Would that mean he's like the progenitor Digimon? If he's like a Tamagotchi? Yeah, that's an important question. I wonder when I should stop putting down this TNT. Because I'm not ready to. That's so much more mountain, and I want a bigger bang. Yeah, I was thinking about getting Hytale. You know, lots of Minecraft games. Minecraft-like games. And then I found out I need to get another bloody account. And it's like, why couldn't you just sell it on Steam and just do me a favor? I'm not asking for much, just, I don't want another bloody account. Or at least let me buy it on Steam, then I can, like, get an account after I open up. Like, I don't want to do that kind of stuff anymore. There's so many accounts. I already have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the Stout account, because, like, I opened a Stout, server, personal server. And now I just don't want to do anything with it, because it's like, I didn't bother cleaning my Discord. Why would I want to do that again with a Stout? Ugh. Take picture funny? Fine, I'll take a no picture funny, but you better be appreciating the one I already put up. Okay, that's a new picture of Honey. So I picked up a puppy plush from the dollar store, right? I was just curious if I could convince Honey to not destroy something. Usually we give her a toy and then she like destroys it within minutes. So it's puppy shaped. So I'm like, what if I just convince her to play nice with it, just to see how that goes? And funny enough, it actually worked. Now, it's not her favorite toy, because she just likes to bite, the stuffing out of things. So, she will not usually play with it on her own, but she's willing to, like, cuddle with it if I give it to her. So, I'm just gonna take that as a win. Because it's me successfully encouraging her to not destroy everything she has. I wish she would do that. But she's mostly disinterested because she just would rather bite her toys that she's encouraged to play rough with. she's a goofer. She's a goober. What is this? What is this? Mr. Titan 40K subscribed tier 1 for 16 months. I swear you stay subscribed just to play that. Jeez. How's it going, Titan? How's it going? You still playing GTA? Oh, hi, honey. I see you've decided to come see me. You know, I went through all that trouble to go look for you, and now you're just, here to see me. She has this unique way of being difficult, I swear. Yeah, she's turned into a teenager. My baby's turned into a teenager. She's moody about things. Thinks her parent is lame. Oh, the humanity. The tragedy. Why can't people just leave me alone like that? What about... Oh, I mean this creeper? This house of TNT that I'm trying to give him, that he keeps moving? What? That threat of explosives not so funny now, Mr. Creeper? Is it not funny anymore, Mr. Creeper? He's staring up at me. He's like, what did I do to deserve this? You know what your kind did. You know what your kind did. You know, fun fact, first time I ever tried hardcore Minecraft. A creeper jumped through my open window. Because, you know, I was not prepared for what was going on. So a creeper jumps through my open window and blows me up. And I'm desperately trying to survive. Poorly, mind you, because I was just getting, again, way too focused on building a nice house. Because, of course, I have to make things difficult for myself. I always do this. This is just gonna be 3 hours of me playing TNT. I should have learned commands or something. Just keep planting these funny blocks. And light them up. Oh, by the way, if anyone in chat would want to join, I'm willing to drag you into VC with me. You just hop in any VC in the Discord, and I can drag you in. I feel like my seat is out of whack. Check your recipes. Oh, I've picked up a piece of coal. I see. There we go. I still need to generally let this out. Oh dear. I wonder if I should do some of this off stream. Like, I'm not gonna even start making decent progress, but if, like, don't do the flattening this out, I think I'd be willing to do it off stream. But, I feel like I needed to do this today. You know, start things off. So, starting off, I want a castle. I've always wanted to make a cool castle in Minecraft. I know it's like basic, but you know, we got armor and swords and stuff, bows and arrows. You know, there's a certain medievalness to Minecraft, I'd like to think. Oh, hey honey. Yeah, baby. So I know what I want to call the castle. Okay, it's a name that has been with me, you know, in OC lore for a long time. Castle Grandeur. Oh, you know, of the Kingdom of Grandeur. I always thought that'd be a cool name for a castle. Like, it's so... It's very 80s, 90s cartoon kind of name. But it's also so descriptive of what, you know... Of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be grandiose. It's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to be epic. All the kids are gonna want to buy the Castle Grandeur playset. Okay, now that this is getting, like, significantly lower, why is the game completely silent? Okay, good. We're good. I need to, consider where I actually want this, how far I want this to go down. Maybe I should stop playing with TNT for a second. Like I said, if I don't start the build today, I think that'll be fine. I can just try to finish it later. However, I do need to pick a level. You're shacking me. I don't want to use grass block. I don't know. I feel like that'll do something weird. Why is my sound cutting out? Is my headset loose? Yeah, apparently we're on. There's a bunch of unexploded TNT up here. Sorry, this is gonna bother me if I don't. There. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I think for the sake of giving it a decent amount of height. Oh, look, a zombie villager showed up. Die, fiend. Who's making that extra... Is that what zombie villagers sound like now? They sound so disgruntled. Oh. Nah, I think that's wrong. Oh, hello, Unsweet. Hello. Hello means Unsweet. Hey, correct me on this, you know, if you should. But, you're often more often calling yourself Reman now? Is that like your official name, or is that just for when you're, playing Elder Scrolls? Gotcha, okay, so... I'll stick to Unsweet then. How you doing, Unsweet? How you doing? We've been, blowing up a mountain. Hating on cancer, and, discussing very loose plans for what I'm gonna do with this, playthrough of Minecraft. I want to live in a cool house, but I actually also want to be able to move on past, just building stuff, so... So I'm using creative mode to do the building part. Set you free. I can find the feeling. Mountain is gone. Long live the king under the mountain. They say in the ancient times, before Castle Grandeur stood, a god showed up and blew up a mountain. We believe he was intoxicated, based on how the legends describe how he was just laughing about it the whole time. The weird cackling midget god. No, I've not been drinking. However, a drinking song has played a few times. Listen, man, the peasants have to try to make sense of things. I don't know, maybe Castle Grandeur should have, like, its own pantheon. I think that'd be funny. The trickster. The builder. And just strangely, like... And it just never be questioned. It's just the way it is. Just a lot of pug iconography in the sacred scripture. Pugtheon. I'm not entirely sure about having them all be pugs. I don't know, that'd be kind of... Every single OC story was somehow pug themed. That'd be a little excessive. Now, I'll tell you a little bit of an honest problem with furries. Is that they have a severe fixation on their persona. Which, if you look at my stream, I am the only pug here. There's Marigold, who's a human. There's Nebula Dogstar, who's an alien dog of clearly different breed. We have this werewolf pup of a breed that I'm not familiar with. And we have an angel. Tired of very few brain cells left. Brain cells are the enemy of fun. Brain cells just make you think sad thoughts. So I think we should go to war with the brain cells. And you can quote me on that. We will go to war with the brain. We shall make sharp implements and thrust them at the brain. Do not actually do this. Do not stick sharp objects in your ear just because I made a joke. So give person a metal leg because I have... Wait, what? Not person a metal leg because I have a bad leg. Oh, you mean like if you had a persona? If you were to do an act, what is it anyway? I'm trying to get my terminology here straight. So an OC is a character, but if it's supposed to be you, then it's a persona. So you're talking about having a persona properly. Persona OC of a better me, tomato potato. Okay, root word of persona is persona. So, yes. Although, I can't imagine you having a persona be anything other than a crow. Because I'll be honest with you, that would be fantastically confusing. But still confusing. By the way, the invitation to join me in VC is still open. If you want to tell the world about your newfound persona concept. On phone with Mrs. Well, tell her I said hi. No wonder your brain cells are gone. Talking to a girl, that makes boys stupid. Don't take that out of context. Don't take that out of context. It's just a joke. Although, yeah, no, it's technically true. For some reason, guys do get stupid when talking to a girl. Not always, but there's just some guys who just their brain evacuates out the butt as soon as the girl walks in. And it's non-binaries. Although I get that way with my wife here. But usually when she walks into the room, she has like a plate of cheeseburgers. So, in my defense. I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry, I suddenly was thinking of cheeseburgers and my thoughts abandoned me. I don't think I have a defense. I think that's the problem. Hi, my lady. I'm a crow normally, but I can be very possessive at night around her, right? Crows like shiny things. They do. They do. Hi, honey. Why are you trying to eat my hand? Why do you want to eat my hand? I need that hand, you know. It's the hand that feeds you. I know. Crazy idea here, honey. But it might not be a good idea to eat the hand that feeds you. Okay. What is with you acting so needy for attention? You keep you coming over here. Normally you're having a nap on the couch. Or you want to bug your uncle for food. Because he's got a big fat S on his forehead. A big fat S for sucker. Honey, no, you may not help me play. You're a silly goober. I can't see the screen. Get off the desk. No, I didn't mean you had to leave, honey. I just wanted you to quit blocking the screen. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm in trouble. She'll have to tell people that I was picking on her. I just don't want her slapping my electronics. That's so bad. Oh, my princess. My little princess baby. What am I to do? What I have in my suitcase. A lot. Whatever Padraig is doing must be really exciting because I'm hearing him across the apartment again. I can fight the feeling to resist over time. You know, I'm getting low enough that I probably should quit stacking TNT like that because I just blew up the top of that tree. I mean, mind you, that tree's not going to be around for what I'm planning, but yeah, still incredibly impolite thing to do. Blast its top off. My goodness. My goodness, I've been rude. No one call HR. I don't want a discipline report again. I'm already in enough trouble for stealing the eggs out of the lab. How's I supposed to know they came from space from a highly predatory alien? You know, I'm just saying it was labeled terribly. Like, most of the sauces I use have skulls and crossbones on them. Patrick, if you're listening, can you calm down, please? Your voice is carrying across the apartment. I don't want you to throw your voice. Hi, Mr. Enderman. Goodbye, Mr. Enderman. I better stick with this, because I'm going through a lot of trouble just to clear the ground. If I bail on this, I might actually go ahead and kick my own butt. Yeah, Patrick isn't listening. He is yelling his fool head off. Man, this still looks like a lot of mess to clean up. Look at that. You know, I was just randomly thinking about some stuff. You know what's funny? No, and by the way, I'm not interested in watching a Mario movie. But I did end up seeing the trailer anyway. And you know what's funny is that it's the way they find Yoshi in the trailer. And if anyone says spoilers, I'm warning you right now. I don't care. It's in the trailer. It doesn't count. They just find Yoshi in a pipe and then decide to take him home. It is the most how guys. It is straight up the meme. How do guys make friends? Well, I found him into the trash one day and took him home. The way guys make friends is so interesting. Oh, you know something else? I'm pretty sure everyone's busy at this point to be serious fun, but I was thinking about opening a channel in my Discord for roleplay, specifically towards being in the lab. Because I do want to introduce the idea eventually of having my chat being like staff and cryptids. If you're new to the Discord, like you can pick one of two roles. Although I don't think it should be limited to what kind of OC you might make. So I will flush this idea out eventually. Maybe. The main issue is that I don't have an active Discord. It usually just becomes a place where I post my own memes. And an automatic message about me going live confirmed. So, there's a reason I'm not actively doing these things. It's because there's a lack of participation. Which I get, everyone's busy, like, I see so many other Discords, like, they do these things, and they're like, oh man, if you're interested in doing this, I'm like, I don't got the time for that. People are busy, and I will not falter my course. However, at the same time, like, I better not have anyone expecting me to, set up events and stuff, because I know everyone got events they already go to. It's the way things go. we're making pretty decent time, 'cause it's just been over an hour. And I think I spent, like, a good time, trying to track honey down. So, this isn't bad progress for what it is. I think the fact that I started using TNT is helping a lot. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. You know what I wish I had the willingness to do speed build videos. But that requires me to have, like, a cameraman. And to do a lot of editing, which I don't want to do. I'll worry about what the floor itself is made of later. Yeah, the priority needs to be getting this nice and flat. Now for me to consider some things, like, I think I want to put my mega storage downstairs. Which only makes sense, right? At the same time, I'm just kind of curious how I should, like, set it up. I want things to be auto-sorted, right? Which I plan to just use copper golems to do that. But I'm just thinking, like, how much do I want to, like, auto-sort here or in there? I don't know how to make golems, like, sort based on organization I would prefer. So they can only sort so much. So I'm wondering, should I just have an auto smelter and have that be a separate building with all my crafting materials? Or should I just mega sort everything together? And just fingers crossed it works out. Because I think, like, I just want one mega storage for building blocks. For my dirt, wood, and stones. Right? And then build a blacksmithy where I auto-smelt and hold my diamonds. Now this is just a private server, so I'm not worried about people touching my diamonds. Because otherwise I'd have to consider getting a vault. This is just me in here, there's no open connections. Anyone got Minecraft songs that aren't Diggy Diggy Hole? I would consider just having Diggy Diggy Hole, but the thing is, I'm not digging a hole, I'm not underground, so I feel like that's not the right song for this occasion. fire attack, the magnificent. Or yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it, and I don't think I would take this seriously enough to get any fan art for it, or get art for it. So there's a Pantheon. I would have to entirely drop myself, or just cross my fingers and hope someone else finds it funny too. Seriously? Rude. That might have been too much D&D, I admit. I admit that was my fault. Alright, something else that's been weird to me. It's just, with the new Age of the Prime toys, I'm not actively trying to get these Transformer toys, by the way, but, just some of the blatant unfairness in the designs. I am willing to let Nexus Prime design go, because he's a combiner, and let's face it, you can't overly complicate it without disrupting his ability to fit into the new combiner shell. It's the way it is. I enjoy the combiner shell. A lot of people are like hating on it because it's just like, it's just a shell. And it's like, listen, this is the first time we've really had that G1 accuracy. I will take it and be happy. But it's just like, he's so simplistic looking, you wouldn't know he's a Prime. He kind of looks like just a guy. And then next to him, they came out with Liege Maximo, who looks ridiculously crazy. Oh, wow, they put a time and effort in that. And they didn't even just give him some, like, Earth mode kind of look vehicle. No, he looks straight up alien. So, anyone who's curious about, what's a Liege Maximo? Amongst the 13 primes, he's functionally, Loki. If Loki was also a god of war. But... which, considering how awful he apparently can be, I really think, like, Megatron has got the dirty end of the deal, and he got his name stripped from the records and was the Fallen. I feel like placing the TNT is getting slow. Yeah, I just can't plop it down fast enough. Oh, right, yeah, right, my thoughts. So yeah, it's such a funny comparison to see those two. But I think the worst one they've done has to be what they did with Solus Prime. So the one lady Prime, for whatever reason, I don't know. They're all direct children of Primus. But anyways, for some reason, and this is just a proven track record, they are scared to make larger class size ladybots. Like, exceptions, obviously. But, like, ladybots of the same vehicle type will often still get a smaller size class for no apparent reason. And I think that's absolute bollocks. Like, when you see them in the show, they, like, you know, it's about the same height as a bunch of the other characters, right? And then they're just, like, small anyway. So when you see Solus Prime, you think, like, she would be a Prime. You know, like, this is the god pantheon of Transformers, you know, under premise. That's fair. Sunshine. Why is that Sunshine song stuck in my head? I don't like that song, and I've never even listened to the whole song. And it is in my head. Checking it. Nope, we're good. I unlocked whatever that material was. I can't remember what it's called. Diorite, yeah. People wanted marble, so they gave you diorite. That's not an awful name for anything. Also, just weird. I'm also just not a fan of how like a bunch of the Prime's alt modes, because like Prime just turns into like a minivan. Like of all things, like the OG Prime, first son of Primus. You're telling me that's your alt mode. You picked minivan. I'm sorry, but like the guy you're beefing with the hardest amongst anyone, like amongst your fellow primes, is Megatronus, whose alt mode is a tank that shoots flames out its side just to look cool. And you picked minivan. You picked kind of cool, spacey, godly colors minivan. Someone make this make sense. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I just put holes, big holes where I did not need them to be. That was stupid. What other primes have they revealed? Oh yeah, my Cronus Prime was kind of funny. It's like, he turns into a Minicon disc, but because he's a Prime, they just had to give him an armor so he could be bigger. They understand that even, like, God Icon, the patron Prime of Minicons, still needs to be sizable because he's a Prime. But that same logic did not apply to Solus Prime. And that's the part of it that bugs me. It's like, why do you put more thought into the Minicon being sizable, but not the goddess of the forge, who's known for swinging a hammer? We got a nice beat here. So 13 times. I don't know if I've seen anything about Zeta Prime yet, though. I'm not too familiar on each of them. I know Onyx Prime. I know he's looking pretty cool. And he's got these very interesting alt modes. He's got that Griffin mode, a Centaur mode, Robot mode. I think he's got other modes. He's like the progenitor of beast type Transformers. So he's Beast Wars, Predacons, Dinobots, basically. Which I think is pretty cool. A funny thought here. Since there's a combined, a Patron Prime of... Oh. That feels loud for some reason. Since there's a Patron Prime for combining and a Patron Prime for, beasts, what do you think, like, the Predacons go with? I mean the OG Predacons. The ones that combine into Predaking. Because they're beasts, right? But they're also a combiner team. So clearly they have influence from both. I think that stands to be an interesting question for any, beast combiner. You know, Dino King, Magnabots, Tripredicate, King Neptune, Poseidon. You know, there's a few, and oh my goodness, sorry, this music is too much. Jeez. It does not need to be that intense. I also have a question in my mind. Should I, you know, tomorrow, should I hard focus on making sure I'm ready to mod Cyberpunk? I don't know if I should rush to, you know, pick the mods already, because I feel like that's a careful decision to make. However, comma, I've been waiting a while to play Cyberpunk, and I think I should consider trying to get through that process faster. I don't want like any crazy mods. I don't want any game-breaking mods. Maybe some quality of life or some cosmetics. You know, it's the simple pleasures. I don't know the lyrics. I got the tune stuck in my head, but I don't know what song it is or what the lyrics were. Oh. Might have gone overboard again. Really should have learned some commands, cause it would have been much easier. I hear a bat. Am I near a cave? Am I going to destroy a bat's home? Just for a vanity project? Probably. What do you think he's thinking about? Yeah, I know it'd be trolly, but I'm just wondering something. Would it be rude if I called the bot just to see if Patrick responded? I think they are deeply invested in whatever they're doing right now. Oh, cool, that worked. Alright, back to the TNT plant. Awesome. So, I think when I actually get around to starting Castle Grandeur, I want to start with just a main tower. Sweet. I like blowing things up. Bow, 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 bow. It is fun. Oh, for the sake of the dwarves. That the orcs aren't watching, because the orcs might get an idea. Oh, neat. Underground cave. This is probably not a smart idea. I'm probably gonna make a hole bigger than I should, but I think it'd be funny. Keep loading this with TNT. TNT. Loading it with TNT. 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 Oh, by the way, I would totally be willing to share the seed. I don't remember how to get the seed. It probably wouldn't take that long to find it, though. If anyone would want this, because this is pretty cool starting seed. Also, it'd be kind of funny if, like, someone actually, like, went ahead and, made a base out of the mountain instead of blowing up the mountain. I would love to see the contrast of, what I end up doing, which is to force nature into the shape I want, rather than working with it, versus just working with nature. Yep. Exactly as funny as I thought it'd be. As for me, by what I have in my hand, Yeah, I wish I could remember Demon Slayer characters next. I remembered something funny. but I can't explain it correctly because I don't remember their names. But there's like, since one character converted to the demon side, and the fact that someone actually knows him means that, you know, if they met again, and since this person might have practically raised them, they would actually have the dirt, the tea to spill. That would just be potentially one of the most hilarious conversations. Oh my goodness, the skeleton is hiding from the sun under TNT. This is his plan. This is his survival plan. He's just like praying that I have a spontaneous case of mercy. As I am still obviously very well intent to do what I'm doing. I think that would be really funny in general, just on the principle of it. Like a guy turns traitor, and his parental figure, instead of just being shocked, proceeds to just shame him. Because you know what, you go through the trouble of raising someone, and then they just do that to you. Yeah. Ah, dang it. My TNT went flying in very much the wrong direction. I think that would be like the most appropriate response if you ask me. Especially if you were raised them from, you know, since they were a child. And just be like, oh yes, the bad weather. That would just be funny. I have been lied to you. I am suddenly feeling less confident because now we have gotten to 2 hours. We've gotten past 2 hours of stream, and I'm not getting close to finished yet. Oh my goodness. Where did we go wrong? And a chain from a tree. No, I can't. I'm not a monkey. I'm a pug. I'm a pug. I want all the cookies. Give me cookies, give me burgers. And I want my side of fries. Look out, here comes the spider pug. Stealing all your pizza pies. Yeah, I don't think that song's copyright. I'm gonna put that on. Well, I'll wait for that to load. I will continue putting it on TNT. Boop. Alright, that way. And put down some more TNT. Watch out, explode. Now get that song up.
Spider Pug does whatever Is he hungry all the time? Always eating late at night. Can he swing from a thread? He would rather stay in bed. Look out, there goes Spider Pug. Look out, there goes Spider Pug.
Still a classic. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I absolutely would, by the way. That song is very accurate in my opinion. I would totally be surprised. Do. Yeah, something else I need to learn. How to get, what's it, 7TV emotes to work. Because it would basically allow me to have extra emotes. Without the limitations. Nice one, Ash. Nice one, Ash. You missed the Spider-Man. You missed Spider-Pug. Yes. We were listening to Spider-Pug. Oh. Oh, you did. Yeah, it's a very nice parody. I do admit, I find it very, accurate. What the? Is that unexploded TNT? What? Are you kidding me? You kidding me? I went through all the trouble of lining all that TNT up, and then it just, some of it doesn't explode. I'm like the Joker from the movie. Just looking back as the explosives go out of order. Well, I'm still open for song requests, as long as they are copyright free and appropriate for stream. Sorry, I'm giving myself a little stretch here. I've been actively blowing up this mountain for a bit now. First time chatter. If you want to play Minecraft, I mean, go ahead, play Minecraft. It's a great game. Hello. Give me a second to think about this. A Tazuzong Wild Boar. Did I get that right on the first try? Now I have a question though. You said it's a wild boar. Are you more plushy? More of a plushy variety? Or are you more like serious? There's one follower, no vids. So bot. Slash. Most people on Twitch are viewers. Most people don't have vids. Hey, Patrick doesn't have any vids. You just collabs. Wait, really? They came in, said hi, and left? Oh. Oh. That's a little sad. The first time, and no, I don't have plushy or serious. I just made up some name for ancestor born nonsense. Ah. Okay, that is cool. Alright, is there a preferred name you go by, or should I just go with Azatsu? That is, I was fine before. And now I'm just biting my tongue, because I'm an idiot. Tell me, Kevin. Alright, Kevin, I'll try to remember that, Kevin. So how are you today? Did you have any good foods? I had a taco kit. I think I needed to heat up my chicken more, but I put it in the wrap, so I just went with it. So, since you're new here, I am fully titled The Mighty Pugima. But it is Pug for short, because that is easier. We have a nice cheap TTS if you want to make Marigold talk. That is the redhead that sits in the she stands in the corner. And she's a cryptozoologist, astrobiologist. 6 slices of pizza and playing Grand Theft Auto 3. Ooh, nice. Pizza. Pizza is always a good time. Yeah, I've been putting more thought lately into, like, the perfect pizza for me. And I know beef topping has to be on the pizza. It's my favorite topping. I just love how it goes. I'm a human follower streamer named the Dude. Dude, oh, Lifting Dude. Oh, you're a friend from Lifting Dude. Ah, man, he's a good buddy. No, Lifting Dude is someone I can say truly is just here to have a good time. Like he's not here for like any like side business. He just wants to have a good time. He just wants to tell his homies that they're cool. Dun, dun, dun. Apparently I've gone without sleeping too many nights. Yeah, no, it's unfortunately, Kevin, it's kind of a problem when you stream. Slash is another streamer, by the way. When you stream a lot, you get to meet a lot of bots. And oh my god, you just want to throw them off the top of the building. It's just such a nasty thing. People make these bots and then they spam like suspicious links in people's like chats. It's like, come on, why do this? Unfortunately, it does make people paranoid about, you know, whenever something new happens. It is World Pizza Day. Oh, I didn't know that. Although, mind you, there's so many of those mini holidays people come up with, so, you know, I don't feel too ashamed for not keeping track of them. There's too many. And I'm just one pug. I got bills to pay. Well, I want to build a cool castle. And if you look here, there's a village there, and past that big rock, a third village. So this was randomly generated, by the way, so I did not pick a seed. Oh, my button. So I decided to build myself a nice castle, but I need a lot of flat ground. So my choices were to go to a new seed, generate a new world, or flatten this mountain. Because the thing is, if I, you know, go to a new world, it's probably not gonna have like cool features like that again. Look at that. But like, there's just not enough open space near these villages. Say about going across there, but then I still have to like take care of that fort. Wait, what's that? Is that sticking right out? There's something else going on over here? Is that another village? Just... Oh my goodness. Can't blame me if it did had bots, I would remove them immediately, but the reason why I don't post on Twitch It's because I'm too used to having content on YouTube. On Twitch, I'm just a content watcher. That's fair, but here's the thing. I use both Twitch and YouTube. I put my VODs onto YouTube. Like, I mean, it's all very easy because, like, you can direct upload from Twitch to YouTube. So if you want to be a streamer, you could still focus on being a YouTuber. Just that the Twitch is just for making VODs, but then again, you can just stream on YouTube, so... I don't know, there's so many options. It's all a matter of taste and preference. Now, if I was actually going to make like proper content where like I edited videos or made special videos, then YouTube would be better. But like just streaming on Twitch basically means that my videos are as is. I don't edit my VODs. Like if something's like not good with the VOD, I just don't upload it. Like, I don't got time to edit VODs. Like, I got too many things I want to do. And I've got work. Dreadful. Egad. Sure, unfortunately, I don't have the equipment for the consoles I play. Ah, okay, I guess that makes sense. But, truth be told, there's options. I mean, a capture card basically allow you to put your, I'm trying to think how to describe a capture card. So yeah, you can basically send the video and audio from your console onto your computer. Although capture cards are kind of funny. I don't know, there's weird compatibility issues with them. That's a lot of homework. I don't recommend using them unless you're willing to like do the homework. I kind of did my homework on it, and I'm just lucky that mine worked out. Although, since I've rearranged a bunch of furniture, and I need a long USB cord. So I can, like, actually make it because the HDMI, it converts it to a format that goes through a USB, and then you plug that into the computer.
Driving in my car right after a
The
beer.
B.
Hey, that like a deer. DUI. How about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour.
I mean, that would be cool because I got this God of War collection on the PlayStation. So, what is it? I basically have, like, all the console ones that are pre-Ragnarok handhelds. I don't know how I would get that onto the computer unless I got an emulator, but that would be kind of sketchy. Yeah, by the way, it's anyone who's listening has heard the word emulator. If you look that up, I'm warning you. Some emulator sites are kind of sketchy. Like, it is pirating. First two, nice. Yeah, the first two I played when they came out before. However, I was an Xbox person, so I did not advance to get the further games. I mean, I got the box right here. I can like pull out and tell you what I have. Yeah. So this older lady who needs to downsize her stuff so she can move out. Let me buy her PlayStation games. So God of War 2, God of War 3, Oh, and Ascension. And this other thing is a God of War book. Yeah, it's basically just an art book. It's kind of cool, actually. Egad. Those are some nasty monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad for her because it kind of sucks when you're like your landlord screws you over. But at the same time, at least I know that these games have gone too decent, and she's got some cash in her pocket for her needs. So. Bum, 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 bum. But I haven't my two hands is enough to set you free. Oh, I can find the feelings it's just get over time. I know there's a lot of God of War games. And I can't remember them off the top of my head, just due to the fact that I didn't have the way to play them. So it's like I had no reason to look for them, because I'd have to like buy a whole new thing. Like, I think it was in one of the PSPs, but like the PSPs like quickly stopped selling for some reason. With how big the world is, it doesn't surprise me how much manipulators manipulate the weight. In fact, it makes me disappointed to be human. I know. I'm just going to run under the assumption that we are talking about the lady who's basically had her rent raised too much. No, it is just kind of terrible, because, like, she raised, like, all of her kids and babysat her grandkids in that house for how many years? Like, you have been, like, you have known this woman for how long, and you would do that to her? Really? Like, how impersonal? How impersonal a person can you be? Oh, that music feels loud, I swear. Music needs to calm down. Would Honey like some rib bones? No, I will not give Honey rib bones. Because, unfortunately, a lot of, like, rib bones when cooked and such, they like to splinter. And it is really bad for puppies. For anyone wondering, Honey is a dog. She is a Heinz 57 level of mix. And of course, since she was since the breeders were not professionals, there's no record of her history. So, don't ask me what her breeds are supposed to be. Dogs used to be wild, mate bones. Yeah, but the problem is not the bone itself, it's what we end up doing to the bone that makes it splinter. AKA wolves. Like, it's the way we, like, boil the heck out of most bones. In the treatment and factory. Like, I don't remember exactly how it goes. I just know there's just, like, when it comes to giving a dog a bone, it's just not a good idea. Also, you know, in the case of wolves, they kind of know better to not try to literally eat the bone. Usually they just crack the marrow, lick that out, and leave the bones. Animals love eating marrow. Bone marrow. It's delicious, apparently. I will let the cats eat them. Ribs? I mean, I'm just gonna trust you know what you're doing, but, like, you gotta be careful with that. Fortunately, when it comes to house pets, a lot of them don't know to not eat, you know, not to try to swallow parts of bones. Not bad, but it's hard to get them out of the wing bone. I don't know, I just couldn't get down with bone marrow for some reason. Although then again, like when I was first tried it, I think it's like so overboiled. I hate it when food is boiled that. Oh heck. Like, I like my veggies nice and crisp. You're a burger pug? Yeah, I like things on the grill and a pan. I don't like soggy noodles. I don't like soggy rice. I don't like soggy oatmeal. Trying different things from back then. Ah. All I ask very simply, just don't boil it to hell. Ah, man. Get that blown up. My ribs were not boiled. Okay, well, there you go. For some reason in my house, the ribs get boiled first. Which I think is a shame, because I think it ruins the flavor. But people just keep telling me I'm being picky, so I just can't seem to resolve the situation. I slept over 24 hours to the ribs from last night. Wait, what? haven't. Jeez. That's kind of a blunt way of asking. I mean, mind you, I'm more someone who tends to ask bluntly, so. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it comes down to it eventually. We almost face that enemy of mankind. Time. Oh, how time comes for us all, I swear. Alright, do a little hand exercise. Sweet. That's so sweet. Getting married when you're 19 is such a weird concept now. People just don't marry their high school sweethearts anymore. Which I think is a shame. There's just, something kind of magical about the idea. I expected to just do everything else first. Make sure your body's broken and you're too much in a routine to even look for a partner. Yeesh. Great time to be aromantic, apparently. I don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. I just live my life to my personal sense. How are Honey and Virgil? Doing any more great escapes? Well, if you look at the Discord, Smash, I'm pretty sure you should be in my Discord still, maybe. There are some new pictures of Honey. Virgil, I don't know if you heard about this last time, but Virgil was reported to be underweight because he's being a picky eater. So we did get some food, some special food that hopefully he'll eat and fatten up a little bit. Because apparently both Honey and Virgil want to be moody teenagers. It is last year, teen. You know what I find teen years are kind of strange? What do you think about, right? Everything past 10 gets to be a special number, right? Because you have 11. You know what? What's the first number after 20? It's 21. So it's not 10, 10T1, or 1D1. It's 11. 12. There's no other number that does that. 12. And then you have the teen numbers 13 to 19. That does not happen. That does not happen anywhere else in the numerical code, does it? That is so weird. Numbers are weird. Get him some cat's milk. I'm not sure about that, Slanesh, because most cats are lactose intolerant. I'm not sure how he'll react to that. And also, I'm not sure about getting like a specialized thing if the, you know, again, the problem with Virgil is that he's being picky. I don't want to spend money on this kind of thing if he's going to reject it. Made 4 cats. Well, I grasp that concept, but my point still stands. I just don't know how he'll react to it. I'm kind of hoping that he'll just go ahead and eat the extra foods we're giving him, and hopefully that'll balance him out. Because he'd rather be a little stinker. My goodness. So on the topic of Minecraft, are you gonna make a mansion? Castle. I'm going for castle. Like father, like son. I don't know if Patrick's picky about eating. I didn't mean the E part. Which part? Because now I'm confused. I mean, they're both cats. Forget the world. Squirrely. Squirrely. Why are we talking about squirrels? Oh, fight a squirrel. Oh, fight a squirrel. I don't like them. And they know what they did. They know they started it. Throwing acorns at dear Bruce. Oh my goodness, he's just the sweetest boy. He was the sweetest boy ever, and they threw nuts at him. Mischievous? Oh yes, one of Patrick's favorite words, mischievous. Although with mischievousness on the mind, I'm thinking back to how I just finished watching Golden Bat. That show is still funny to me. The 1937 anime, right? And it stars the titular Golden Bat. And he has this horrendously... Have I seen the movie? No. Nor do I intend to get around to it. It is not on my list. If you want to spoil it, just put a warning, I guess. I don't know. Is anyone actively in chat care if the Minecraft movie gets spoiled? Because it's been out for a while now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been getting spoiled constantly on TikTok. is disappointing. I found it to be inaccurate to how the gameplay works. Clearly, Steve is cheating and has mods. Like, how did he get an elytra if he's never finished the game? Like, he's never bothered to go to the end. Yeah, he has these endgame items. It's ridiculous. And by the way, I'm just talking about things in the trailer. In the trailer, you learn that Steve was too scared to go through the nether. So he can't have finished the game. Although I am thinking about actually going out of my way to see Iron Lung just because I know Hollywood hates it. That's the kind of spite I have in my heart. You know, there's days I have nothing but spite to live for. And just knowing that Hollywood would pout if I gave my money to Markiplier. Now, I haven't seen it, so I don't want spoilers. Although, now that it's been a movie, I'm kind of curious on how the gameplay is, so I put it on my wish list. I'll probably create time for it by streaming it at some point. It's not something that I normally would play, because it's such a slow burn of a game. But just the fact that I know it makes Hollywood pout, just makes it, you know, it's that delicious taste of spite. That would make buying this game so worth it. Apparently I blew up a chicken. Oh dear, I did blow up a chicken. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been all over the internet exactly what it is. But also, like, people, I used to talk to people who actively like to watch Markiplier. So, you know, it's like, oh, well, Markiplier's playing Iron Lung, so I already knew it from people who were just fans of Markiplier. Iron Lung was a game. Oh my goodness. This is taking a while. Who's a goober? Well, apparently Honey was not in here to get a head pat. I don't understand how Hollywood got so much hype. Basically, they paid their own PR. They're paying their own PR. That's literally how it works. You just pay someone to make and talk about how cool you are, and you make sure they pay you so that way they put it in a good light. I don't even like Markiplier. I'm not a Markiplier fan. However, I understand he's genuinely a decent human being. and he never let fame actually go to his head. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm genuinely impressed by him because like he's doing this is like completely him having a movie was absolutely a passion project. Like he just wanted to make the movie. It was about nothing else. He just wanted to make this movie. Vanos and Crufan. I'm not familiar, I don't think. It might. There's a lot of like these YouTube types I didn't watch. In fact, I didn't really watch content creators until like VTubers happened. Yeah, I'm not sure if I care for his content, but I respect him as a person. He's generally cool that way. He's still going. Just movie joy for good movies, though. I mean, good movies is a subjective description. No offense. Although it's just hilarious that we haven't had like a decent movie in how long? Decent shows are like so rare to come by. And then all of a sudden, like Markiplier shows up, decides he wants to make a movie, and we finally have people who want to go to the theaters to see like this brilliant piece of filmography. Crazy how that happened. And again, I'll make it clear, like, my favorite part of this is the fact that it upsets Hollywood. And I don't know, just the way Hollywood people get, and then, you know, hashtag not all, obviously. I'm not that kind of person who umbrellas people like that. However, in general, I find Hollywood to be full of insufferable knobs. I'm not pessimistic. I mean, there's lots of things that have come out that I've been excited for. It's just that a lot of things have come out and it's been absolute dog fart. And the fact that these movies are failing means that the majority of people agree with me that these movies just kind of suck. In fact, there are some movies that, like, movies have come out that no one's heard of. Just because, like, they did so poorly and they weren't even worth talking about. Just, imagine that, like, a movie is, you see a movie and it just seems to be so bad that you can't even bother to talk about it. Like, the fatigue, bad movie fatigue is so bad that you just brush it off and just move on with your day for once. And I can't even remember what the movie was. It's just like, I remember someone was talking about, like, this movie that came out and bombed. And I was just looking at, like, when did this movie come out? It's some recent movie. I've seen The Toxic Avenger. I have not. But I do want to see it. It's apparently, it's supposed to be kind of good. Why? What have you heard about it? I was impressed. Ooh, okay, that does sound good. Yeah, it's weird how it's like a lot of people think that the original's a failure, yet it's referenced so many times. It's like, it's iconic. It's an unsuccessful icon, and it just makes no sense to me. How is it that, like, people, what do they call it? People actively remember the movie, or not, the comic, whichever. If people seem to actively love it enough to keep bringing it up, yet it was a failure. That was just bizarre to me. And again, like, if it was so bad, then how come, like, people want to reference it? I mean, the modern superhero movies are just slop. Like, it's people who don't even like this. And it's the thing that makes it really annoying is that, like, a lot of the times, like, the people doing this with these superhero movies actively admit they don't like it. Like, it's crazy to me. Yeah, I think I'm actually getting close to finishing this. And it's really such a shame because, like, superhero movies, like, used to all be big hits, and people still talk about a lot of them to these days. Like, people still want to see, like, the old Superman movies. People still quote the Batman movies. Blade. Like, people still want to see Blade come back, and it's funny. Cult followings, understand? Yeah, like, small audience. Small audience. Exactly. Small, loyal audience. Aw, man, I'm not even gonna finish clearing the mountain off. Like, we only got so much time left on the stream. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was probably Well, I suppose we made good progress, although technically we've made zero progress. Because just laying the groundwork, flattening this out does not feel like I actually, like, did anything I was actually planning. This is all me trying to reach a 0 point, so that way I can put step 1 up on the board. Oh, good heavens. What have I done? I yammered for 3 hours while I'm blowing up a mountain. I mean, even if the castle is going to be relatively decent, you know, not super huge, I still want a view of my other villagers. I mean, look at that. That looks cool. Why would I want to obscure the view with a mountain? I'm also, I guess I'm getting a bit notorious at this point for my reputation here, but I'm known for making these kind of things more difficult for myself than I need to. For no reason. Because I can't just do something simple and be happy. I mean, plus it's called Notorious PUG. Hey. I'm not sure what acronym you're making there. No. See, if you see some of my other streams, like was it we were playing Lightyear Frontier, and I'm trying to make a bridge, but I want more farm space, so I just built a house on top of the bridge. That way, all the dirt can be reserved for farm. And it got bad because apparently in Lightyear Frontier you actually need to have structure for your house. Basically the version of Biggie Smalls. You know, I've never actually properly listened to Biggie Smalls. Which is weird, because, like, after trying to look up who he is, because I saw an episode of South Park. Like, you think I would have actually, like, listened to something of his. You know, it's like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's who he is. And then I just moved on. For some reason, like, I didn't have any further curiosities. Well, my sunshine, my hatred for dirt. Yeah, I'll definitely worry about, like, fixing this up properly off stream. Just finish clearing off the mountain, fill in the gap, probably ask Chaos how to use the command block to do filling, I guess. I mean, that's the thing with rap when it became industry, right? It's like when rap is from the street, as I've been told, it has soul, and it's a story. Once it's relatable, because it's like this is a guy on the street having the same problems as you. However, when rap hits industry, and the guy's trying to tell a story, it's gonna be fake. Because he's trying to talk gangster while living in a fancy house. Right? Singing about how bad his life is with all this money. Or he's gonna be trying to relate to you without actually being there. It's one of those things, right? If you make it as a rapper, you fail as a rapper, apparently. And that could have been much better presented, because I swear whoever was explaining that to me did it in the form of a rap, and that was actually pretty solid. You know, rap requires soul, right? And you gotta sell your soul to get into the industry. It's a catch-22, I swear. I mean, I don't know. 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 I mean, I don't know. I would say like that pop music. I'd say pop music feels the most fake, I swear. I swear to it. Alright, we have officially reached 8. So, we do have someone new here. So, what I like to do, I like to give chat a chance to pick who we raid. You know, because there's a good chance that, you know, you're going to stay longer than I am. So, we might as well just go to where you want to go. Also, it gives me a chance to meet new people, so that's also a bonus. So I like to let chat pick who we raid. Yeah, no. Yeah, gotta admit, pop feels most, like, fake. Doesn't sour. Bad pop does. Although, if I had to think about it, I suppose those idol singers might be the most fake. After coming to understand, like, what it's like, you know, what goes on behind the scenes with idols, it's just like, oh. That's kind of bad. Although I'm not sure what genre of music idol singers are supposed to be. Does not help the fact that I don't speak their language usually. Me? I mean, it's gotta usually be like punk rock, I guess. Crush 40, Linkin Park, Five Finger Death Punch, Disturbed, Stan Bush. Who else comes to mind immediately? I mean, particulars, yeah, Weird Al, Breaking Benjamin. But I mean, in general, yeah, I'm still a fan of, like, parody music and, such, like Diggy Diggy Hole. I mean, Crush 40 definitely has been my favorite. I mean, most songs from a Sonic soundtrack, Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack, are always pretty dang good. I actually have, like, a signed Stan Bush collection, CD collection. I'm sad that I could never get my hands on anything Crush 40. Like, I just never find it, or just never got around to it. I can't remember which. She's a fan of it? Nice. I know, even though Crush 40 doesn't seem to make as much music, I know Johnny Giovoli, I think that was his name. I know he's still doing stuff. And I swear his name... Oh. I swear his name It sounds like a JoJo reference, I swear. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Here's a little story for me about when I actually learned to like music. I did not like music at first. In fact, I found it annoying. There was like pop songs, country songs, which I didn't understand any of the metaphors. And then one day, I'm playing Sonic Adventure, right? And I hear the Crush 40 music. And ever since then, I've just wanted more Crush 40. Not a fan. Oh my goodness! You gotta get out of here then. Oh my god! How could you betray me like that? How dare you say such a thing? All right, but seriously though, like we're past like stream time. Does anyone want to pick a stream to raid? Cause if you don't, I'll go ahead and pick the raid and end stream. Jiggy Jake 99. Okay. Not familiar. That's a new friendo, for sure. Check that out. I'm gonna get that guy. Jakey. Jakes. Alright, perfect. Alright, well, we're waiting for the countdown to start. Might as well slap some more blocks. Patrick, I'm sorry, but someone already made a suggestion. Alright, the raid's ready. So, thank you everyone who came in with me today. Thank you everyone in chat. Any VOD watchers, thank you. You, and we'll see you all next time.